Cheng Sang receives a request from her best friend Zhuang Zhijing, who has been in a car accident and hospitalized. She asks Cheng Sang to go to her house and pack some daily changing clothes. As soon as Cheng Sang walks into the house, she is mistaken for a perverted thief by Zhijing's brother Zhuang Zhibai. He locks her throat instantly, almost hurting her badly. Flying into rage, Cheng Sang is ready to burst out rude words, but she swallows them all the moment she sees Zhuang Zhibai. He is a perfect figure with well-defined abs and long straight legs, wearing no outer coat or trousers. He exudes strong masculine charm, and his handsome appearance fully fits Cheng Sang's ideal type. Her face flushes red at once her eyes linger on him uncontrollably, filled with shyness and fluster. Calm and composed, Zhuang Zhibai puts on his clothes and hurriedly unasks about her purpose. After learning that his sister is hospitalized due to a car accident, he frowns slightly and judges rationally that since Zhijing did not call him, her injury must be minor and not life-threatening, and his guess is completely accurate. He asks how Cheng Sang came here and offers to get her back to the hospital to visit his sister. However, his drop by to see her is extremely perfunctory. He only glances at his sister to confirm she is fine and leaves immediately, making Zhijing furious by their indifferent sibling bond. Cheng Sang only fixes her attention on his name and asks Zhijing about the exact characters. Zhijing sees through her thoughts at once and teases that she has a crush on her brother. Cheng Sang admits frankly that she cannot resist his good looks and his luxury G-class car. She asks about his relationship status, and Zhijing tells her he has never had a girlfriend but is as cold as an evergreen tree that never blooms. Warning Cheng Sang not to waste her time. Refusing to give up, Cheng Sang claims she can make this cold tree bloom. They make a bet. If Cheng Sang loses, Zhijing will do a headstand and wash her hair. If Cheng Sang fails, she will admit defeat willingly. Since then, Cheng Sang takes the initiative to pursue Zhuang Zhibai. She invites him 4 times in a row but gets rejected the first 3. He declines dinner dates by claiming overtime work and client meetings. A movie date is also poured cold water on by Zhijing, who says he always sleeps through the whole film. Everyone can notice her obvious affection, yet Zhuang Zhibai acts completely oblivious. Zhijing adds that he is too cold to be moved and never cares about her own face. After a brief depression, Cheng Sang refuses to back down. Zhijing even gives her love advice: make an appointment for late-night snacks if he works overtime, ask to meet him after his client meeting, and give up movie dates directly. Cheng Sang is actually skilled at flirting, but she holds back because he is her best friend's brother. With Zhijing's encouragement, she decides to pursue him boldly without restraint. The 4th time, Cheng Sang invites Zhuang Zhibai to a hot spring alone. He only asks how many people are going and agrees concisely when told it is just the 2 of them. Cheng Sang thinks he understands her ambiguous hints. Yet at the hot spring pool, he keeps a 1-meter distance from her and talks about work on the phone nonstop, acting cold and distant. Cheng Sang takes the initiative to test him, gently touching his calf with her toes. Zhuang Zhibai remains calm, showing no surprise or annoyance. Realizing he is far more experienced in relationships, Cheng Sang becomes bolder, sliding her toes slowly upward along his legs. Zhuang Zhibai bends over at once, holds the bend of her leg, and pulls her close. The pool water ripples as Cheng Sang falls straight into his arms. He whispers a low warning in her ear not to misbehave. Instead of backing off, Cheng Sang leans up and kisses him actively. She confirms during the kiss that he is extremely skilled and makes her indulge completely. Just as the ambiguous atmosphere peaks, Cheng Sang's phone rings. She intends to ignore it, but Zhuang Zhibai reminds her to answer. Seeing it is her mother's call, she has no choice but to pick up. Her mother panics and tells her that her father fell from the balcony while catching a thief for the neighbor and has been rushed to hospital. Cheng Sang is instantly stunned and nearly drops her phone. Zhuang Zihibi catches it steadily, calms her down and drives her to the hospital at top speed. In the changing room, Cheng Sang is too flustered and weak to dress herself. She booked a couple's changing room, and Zhuang Zihibi guesses her awkward situation. He knocks on the partition and offers help, then comes over directly, faced with her messy state. His eyes are full of desire and aggression, yet his movements are neat and calm as he helps her get dressed quickly. Zhuang Zihibi arrives at the hospital in 15 minutes, taking great care of her all the way. He holds her hand to comfort her as they walk to the ward. To her surprise, it is a false alarm. Her father only slips from the first-floor balcony onto the lawn, with just a small scratch on his forehead. Her mother is misled by exaggerated remarks from the property neighbors, leading to unnecessary panic. The romantic atmosphere is completely ruined by her family's sudden accident. Cheng Sang is depressed all the way back. When Zhi Jing asks about their progress, she has nothing to say. After sending her home, Zhuang Zihibi only reminds her to take a bath, with no extra greetings or follow-up messages, acting as if the hot spring ambiguity never happened. 2 days later, Zhi Jing is discharged. Cheng Sang goes to pick her up and learns Zhuang Ziyi is on a business trip. Zhi Jing notices her loss at once and asks if she has been rejected. Cheng Sang admits he neither rejects nor contacts her afterward, and she decides to give up. Unwilling to lose the bet, Zhi Jing takes the initiative to ask her brother about his true feelings. In their chat, Zhuang Zihibi denies stringing Cheng Sang along but refuses to express his love directly. Zhi Jing insists he has a secret crush on her and is just introverted. Cheng Sang decides to make one last attempt to clarify his attitude. When Zhuang Zihibi returns from his business trip, Cheng Sang invites him to dinner to thank him for sending her father to hospital. He agrees readily and takes the initiative to invite her to his private apartment, offering to cook for her. Understanding the hidden ambiguity, Cheng Sang rushes to the supermarket to buy ingredients. Zhuang Zihibi sends her the door password directly, letting her enter freely. Entering the apartment, Cheng Sang sees Zhuang Zihibi sleeping shirtless lie on the bed, his figure extremely attractive in the dim lamplight. She hesitates whether to get close, and he suddenly opens his sharp eyes. He says it is still early, pulls her onto the bed, and holds her tightly in his arms, only wearing underwear. Surrounded by his masculine aura, Cheng Sang teases him playfully, only to be mocked for being eager. He whispers suggestively that he will satisfy her after dinner. Teased repeatedly, Cheng Sang pretends to be angry and leaves. Zhuang Zihibi stops her and pleads for her to stay for dinner. They enjoy the meal together. Cheng Sang asks if she can come to his house for meals often. He seems to refuse at first but agrees implicitly. After dinner, they go for a walk and accidentally meet Zhuang Zihibi's parents. They are surprised to see them together. Zhuang Zihibi explains calmly that his sister worries about him being single and introduces her to him. His parents instantly understand and leave happily, recognizing Cheng Sang as an acquaintance. Later, Cheng Sang finds out that Zhi Jing has secretly matched them all along, telling her brother all her thoughts and colluding with him to set a trap for her. Angry yet helpless, she wants to give up, but Zhuang Zihibi teases her with a wildflower, asking if it counts as the cold tree blooming for her. They finally confirm their romantic relationship and stay intimately together. After becoming a couple, Cheng Sang gets along well with Zhi Jing, who calls her sister-in-law immediately, dropping the head stamp back completely. Wang Zihibi's parents love her and hope they marry soon, while Cheng Sang's parents have worries. They dislike their daughter chasing him actively and fear his good looks and wealth will make him unreliable in marriage. Cheng Sang tells Zhuang Zihibi her parents' concerns. He responds humorously and offers to visit her parents formally to win their approval. He prepares generous gifts and visits solemnly. Within a short while, He completely wins over her parents with sincerity and calm temperament, removing all their worries. Later, Cheng Seng accidentally sees the chat record between Zhuang Zh, Iba and Zhi Jing. She finds out he has fallen for her long ago, asking his sister to create opportunities for them and even transferring money to her for help. Annoyed and amused, she sends the screenshot to their group chat, leaving the brother and sister speechless. During their passionate relationship, a male colleague pursues Cheng Seng boldly with dozens of roses. Zhuang Zhibai rushes to her company at once, puts his arm around her to claim his sovereignty, completely overwhelming the suitor and making him give up. On the way back, Cheng Seng complains that he only treats her as a prey. Shen Ai says seriously that he truly loves her, not playing with her feelings. Facing her petty anger, he coaxes her with tenderness and charm instead of reasoning. Cheng Song Sang keeps a cold face for days. Yet Zhuang Zhibai remains patient, sending flowers every day and picking her up from work on time. He takes the initiative to soften his attitude and wait for her forgiveness. Cheng Sang's heart melts, and they reconcile. Zhuang Zhibai confesses that he has been attracted to her since they first met when she became friends with his sister. He is fascinated by her bright and lively personality and has long planned to be with her. Overjoyed, Cheng Sang takes the dominant position in their relationship. Zhuang Zhibai becomes a perfect boyfriend, spending all his spare time accompanying her despite his busy work. To reassure her parents thoroughly, he takes the initiative to draft a prenuptial agreement, stating all his property will be shared with her before and after marriage. His sincerity touches everyone. Cheng Sang refuses to sign, willing to covet his wealth, only wishing to stay with him with true hearts. Her best friend persuades her to accept the property for financial security, which she declines with a smile. Zhi Jing also admits she has long known her brother's feelings and tried her best to match them. There are sweet trivial episodes in their love life. Cheng Sang visits his company suddenly at night and finds him alone with a female colleague. She plays a playful role as his secretary to tease him. Zhuang Zhibai sees through her mischief, announces their relationship publicly to send the colleague away, and dotes on her indulgented. After returning home, she accidentally bruises her knee, leading to an awkward yet warm conversation with her mother. They have been in love for more than a year with a stable and sweet relationship, yet marriage is never mentioned. Their parents hold opposite attitudes. Cheng Seng's parents urge marriage constantly, while Zhuang Zhiba's parents never push, for he secretly blocks all pressure to give her enough time for their two-person world. They plan to enjoy another year of romantic life, but an accidental pregnancy happens after they get drunk and neglect protection measures. Holding the pregnancy test, Cheng Seng is emotional. Wang Zhibai appears calm, but panics so much that he even forgets his car keys, revealing his inner excitement and treasure for the baby. He comforts her gently and takes full responsibility to hold the wedding before her pregnancy shows. Zhuang Zhibai arranges everything efficiently in a short time and customizes a wedding dress for her. He confesses that his only lifelong wish is to marry her. Finally, they hold a perfect wedding, make a vow to stay together forever, and walk from initial misunderstanding and emotional tug of war to mutual deep love and a happy lifelong companionship.